He's gone. My son, gone. Executed. He has a name, you know. Not that anybody from that blood-hungry crowd cared. But his name is Dismas. I named him after my father. He was a good man. He died when Dismas was a toddler. But when the baby was born, he came to visit, and he was so proud to be his namesake. He sat me down, and he said, "Tabitha, here's what I want you to remember. He's a boy. Take him to synagogue. Teach him the ways of our people. Most important, daughter, teach him of God, of justice, mercy, humility." And I did. He was quite a good student, you know. He learned the books of the law by heart. He was a good boy, always looking out for the underdog. He couldn't stand to see someone bullied. More than once, the rabbi came by to talk to his father and me about how Dismas had shoved a bigger boy or hit someone who was picking on the smaller boys. I told him more than once he had to learn to control his temper. He always said to me, "Remember, Mama, Proverbs said, 'Speak for the people who have no voice and for the rights of the down and outers.'" How could I argue with that? Though I did scold him for his methods. As he got older, those methods became more extreme. These past years, as the Romans tightened their grip in our region, Dismas became more of a rebel. He let his anger get the best of him. I saw him less and less. His compassion and kindness turned to violence and retribution. Last week it caught up with him. The neighbor boy ran down to tell me that Dismas had been arrested and was on trial. I hurried down to the prefect's court just in time to hear the verdict. Guilty of treason against the Roman government. I hadn't seen Dismas in months, but I threw myself in front of him and I turned toward Pilate and I pleaded for mercy and I tried to explain his motives. It did no good. He was sentenced to be crucified. This morning at Golgotha, my son carried his cross past me. I told him I loved him. He said he loved me, and he said, "Remember, Mama, speak for the voiceless." Then a soldier came and shoved me aside and led him to the top of the hill. I turned around as they carried out his sentence, but I couldn't leave. After a while, I turned back to view the scene on the hilltop. The man in the middle was badly beaten. The man on the other side was yelling vile insults. My son, my Dismas. Even as he hung in agony, he called out, "Can't you see this man is innocent?" My compassionate boy. Denied mercy himself, he found the strength to call for mercy for another. And then he spoke to the man in the middle cross. He said, "Remember me when you come into your kingdom." The man on the middle cross was bloodied and bruised. He struggled for every breath, but he turned his face toward my son. And with great effort, he said, "Today, you will be with me in paradise." I don't know much about this man, but it seems Dismas might have. I've heard his name. I want to believe him. I want to believe that he has the power to deliver my son to paradise. And maybe he can deliver me there as well. No, I don't want to believe. I do believe. Savior, remember me